And that I'm heard as well. It did appear. Yep. Right. Okay. Do apologise, guys. So welcome to Eldar Racing. Yes, that is right. We are back Friday nights as per usual, and we are back for another season of WSTC or WTSC. I can't remember which way round it is, but never mind. It is the legendary hoppers in the commentary box for another season, and a probably close proximity championship as well. Most of the guys that are still here from last season, there's a couple of new people joining in the championship as well, but we do have obviously a few people. Just bear with why I just yeah, so I do apologise for that. I was just accepting a friend's request for one of the person that can't get into the lobby. But yes, it is going to be a very great night of racing. Some people are here. The cars have... Some people have got new cars, some people haven't. Or, well, they should all have a new car, at least. But there has been, obviously, a few changes within WSTC history. Obviously, we're now sponsored by Chell, Lawman Motorsport, so thank you to her for continuous support for Eldar Racing. If you haven't seen what she offers an array of mugs and does like a lot of motorsport promotion in real life, so obviously go and check that out as well. But you know, she's proudly sponsoring the leagues for Eldar Racing. She does, obviously we do have the GT Supercars that Malcolm Marco will be commentating on, so it is going to be a very close, interesting season. I must admit, we do have a few new cars that are out on the grid, so I'm just going to double check that, you know, certain people will be into the lobby. There's a few cars that aren't on the grid, so, you know, last season we had the dominating Renault Megane V6 that is no longer here. It was too powerful to be part of the championship, so it's no longer here. So, you know, we've got familiar drivers and some new drivers entering the championship throughout the season. But I believe some are missing this evening due to work commitments, but hopefully we should be back with roughly a full grid of racing next week. We are here this evening at Alsace Village for rounds 1, 2 and 3 of the championship, or race 1, 2 and 3 of the championship, and it is going to be still the same format as last season, where the 10-minute of qualifying is determining the grid for race number 1. Race number 2 is a reverse grid, put a standing start, so that will be whoever finishes last will be on to pole position, and whoever wins the race will be on to the back of the grid. Essentially, race 3, however, is a reverse grid but a rolling start, so the rolling start will be where the cars will be slightly spread out, but it is very technical, especially round here at Alsace Village, whereas Jamie runs a bit wide. Getting used to the BMW. He was originally picked, I think he was picked for the Subaru WRX Impreza, but you know, I don't think he was very fond of having that being picked out for him. And you know, he's the series host as well, so he's helping me out hosting the lobby. But yes, it is good to be back. Neil Smale in the Lexus RCF this time, so a Scottish driver hoping to do thereabouts within the Lexus RCF for him this season, instead of the Megane V6 that he famously took to second place in race 2 at Autopolis last season. Hopefully he's going to pick up some podiums thereabouts this season and potentially push on for maybe a elusive race win, first win of his career here in Eldar Sim history. See how well he adapts to that Lexus. It's looking very nice in the sunshine here in France at the moment. Then you've got Brucey Collins. Welcome back to Brucey Collins. Obviously last season he had the Alfa Giuassa styled Genesis, which was famously won race 2 at Autopolis in the second race there, which was a very outstanding victory for Brucey. He's now in his Hendrix cars liveried Hyundai Genesis. Seems to be a very adaptable car. It is one of the cars that can put the all might into race winning potential. He sticks with the Genesis. He thought he was going to lose it, but in the draw he actually got picked the Genesis, so you know, it's worked quite well to have the same car. So who knows exactly what Brucey's going to do this season. Then you got Nuno George with the Subaru WRX. Seems to be thereabouts within Eldar Sim history. He's took a few race wins in the BMW M4 last season, but now in the Subaru WRX, which the Subaru WRX was a killer on the tyres last season. I believe from what we're seeing, it's racing softs again this season, but it's looking likely as he's powering his way through the bottom end of the circuit. Now the sharp twisty stuff will obviously introduce you to class of the field, which is what we're doing at the moment. So yes, Jamie Hillman as season host for yet again for Eldar Sim Racing WTSC, helping me along, but it's also his birthday today, so Jamie will be racing the BMW, the Texaco liveried BMW M4, but shouldn't be really racing on his birthday. I don't know that for a fact, but nevertheless he's obviously gunning to see what he's going to do within that Texaco liveried BMW M4. Then you've got Noah Wright making his full-time debut in WTSC with the Milky Way Hyundai Genesis. It is one of a very much made. That was a very smart livery, I must admit. To be precise, just to get that out there. Obviously, you know, he's done this livery himself, and I must say it's looking very nice on track. I saw a glimpse of it when they were showing it off in the chat, as he goes a bit wide there across the wall, which he doesn't want to be doing in the race, but as we know, Alsace Village is unforgivingly because of the walls and the nature of the circuit. Then you've got Brian Moncani making his second appearance in WTSC, but it should be very close to see exactly what's going to happen for this evening. He's obviously From what I've heard, he's had a very good career. When he started Alsace, started in season 1 of WTSC. Now he's back for another crack because he was in GT Supercars, and I think GT Supercars wasn't the best, so he's in the Nissan GTR, the first of the new cars for the season, the Nissan GTR. So it's going to be thereabouts. I believe we've got Oscar Stevenson joined the lobby. He's new to the league rather. I can't remember what car he's in, but I'm sure he will be thereabouts. But it is going to be very close to see. But it will be close. I believe just waiting for. I believe Rasmus Omeron is back. I believe the Mitsubishi Evolution. I can't remember whether that is in the championship this season, but if it is, then it should be. But I'm not too sure. But at the moment, it will be good to see how well people go. So we've got around. Looking at the, I think it's about 7 or 8 drivers this evening. I believe maybe 9, because Nathan Rombout is going to be making a few one-off appearances this season due to his work commitments. But he will be thereabouts, so we'll see exactly how well everyone goes. It looks like Brucey Collins at the moment setting the pace in practice with a 202.049. So Rasmus has just entered. So he's in. Rasmus is in the Castrol Nissan GTR, the Rick Kelly inspired livery V8 Supercar Nissan GTR. Obviously, it was a Nissan Altima, but it's a Nissan GTR. And I must say, the GTRs look very popular. I believe Brian Moncani's was the ex-Matt Neal BTCC livery, but he's decided to do his own. But some have stuck with their own liveries that they were given, but some have made their own, which isn't really a problem because it just shows up how nice and colourful the grid will get this season, and we will be visiting some world-class circuits as well. So I'll give you the calendar while we're waiting for qualifying to get underway. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Just give me 1 second. Couldn't get me words out. I do apologise, people. But we'll have a look, see at the calendar for season 3 of WTSC. So it is WTSC. That's what it is. I believe Oscar is. Yeah, Oscar's in the old Ford Mustang that Sampa took to 2nd place in the championship. So the mighty Mustang is back. So after tonight we go to Blue Moon Bay on the infield, then we go to Dragon Trails Gardens, which is an almighty favourite circuit of mine. We'll see exactly what happens with that. Then Largo East, then we go to Suzuka. So Suzuka will play host to the roundabout the 5th round of the championship. So the Suzuka will be the 5th round. Then we go to Sardegna on the B track. Then we go to Laguna Seca. So we go stateside twice this season, and we round up the season at Bathurst Mount Panorama, where things may be very tight and technical around the legendary Bathurst circuit. And I tell you what, it is going to be thereabouts, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what is going to happen for this season. Just hopefully, if you guys can hear me on the stream, let me know, or if I'm too quiet, or if I am muttering, then please do tell me. I'm not going to be offended. But I believe we're just waiting for Nathan Rombout to attend. So we'll see exactly what is going to happen here for this season. it is going to be very close. It is maybe one of the close proximity as Nuno gets that Subaru power. Seems to be handling a bit more better with them tyres this time around than last season. I think last season was a test to see how well it does, but Nuno George currently wants to get promoted and get up to GT Supercars because he's compatriot Bruno Batica. If you remember, Bruno, outstanding champion in the Renault Megane last season. Seems to be a very close proximity season as well, if I remember rightly, but Nuno is straight out of the box with a 201.9, so it's late 201s round here, but we'll just see if exactly what is going to happen. But if you remember rightly, it will be very close to see what is going to happen for obviously the opening rounds, or well, the opening races of the championship. You know, it is very close, but it looks like Brucey Collins, even though this is practice, 201.5. So, you know, it seems the cars are a bit more, I'm going to say adaptable, but they've been, you know, around here, obviously, it helps if you get the testing mileage. Obviously, Brucey Collins knows the Hyundai Genesis because he raced it last season, so, you know, he's going to be happy with that. I believe we're just going to be waiting for Nathan Rombounce to enter. Just give me a second. Evening, Darren, thank you for that comment, mate. Low 2 minutes for the GR4 around here. Yeah, it seems like it, mate. You know, I've raced around here in various cars, but around here it's going to be very quick to see exactly what's going to happen. But yes, it is good to be back. It is good to thereabouts, but hopefully we get a good night of racing. I think we will be waiting for Nathan Rombounce to just enter the lobby, and I believe we will get qualifying underway. I believe the likes of Andrew Ostler and of course his son Finley will not be making it until round number 2, so that will be next week, but it is going to be great regardless. We've got a good few amount of numbers. I think it is going to be 9 drivers this evening, but I'll just double check to see if I don't want to drop the controller. That's what I don't want to do. But aha, so he's in. I believe Dale will be missing as well due to issues. I'm not too sure if the Australian driver, can't remember who it is for the life of me. Yeah, he's very quick, mate. He knows the car. He had it last season, and it is going to be close to see exactly what's going to happen. But I think Bush may be coming into the lobby. I'm not too sure. Because I believe Bush is a new guy, and he's also Australian, so, you know, with the time difference it may be a bit difficult. Yeah, there's a lot of people to watch at the moment, Darren, to be honest, mate. You know, I think the likes of obviously Rasmus and of course Brian Moncani, as you say, and of course Brucey Collins, they're going to be the ones to watch. It's going to be so tricky to see how well things go for that. But, you know, it's going to be thereabouts. So I'm just double checking to see if anyone else is going to be entering the lobby. But Nathan Rombounce in the Toyota GT86. This is a car that's very underrated, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I mean, Darren. There's a lot of people in this lobby, mate. There's a lot of people that are going to be very quick, but you know, looking at exactly what's going to happen. We're just practicing at the moment, but I'll just I didn't see how many people. Yeah, I've never used the GT 86, mate, to be honest. I find it an underrated car, that's why I've not used it. But it should be good. Should be good night of racing. I just got to get myself comfy. My spelling's going to be awful now. So we're just gonna yeah, exactly, mate. It's a nice livery, isn't it? So there will be a slight delay to getting qualifying. We're just trying to see if one more person is gonna join, but excuse me. Cheers, buddy. I needed that, you know. I think it's gonna be a great season, mate. I'm looking forward to it. But who knows, mate? And hopefully when you're back in GT Supercars, I hope it goes well for you. I also wish you the best of luck for this evening as well, mate. But yes, it's going to be great. But I think Bush is going to be a bit late, or he's not going to be here due to the time difference at the moment. But hopefully he will be here for round number 2 as of next week. So we should be good to go in a moment or two for the first qualifying session. Hey, it's no bother, mate, anytime. But it's going to be very great to see how well things go. We're just gonna see how close people will get around here. But you know, it's going to be very quick to see how well things go within. Yeah, he's got it. It's alright. He's way ahead of me. That's what I like. I like people that are way ahead of me. But we'll see how everyone gets on for the first qualifying session of the season. And it is going to be thereabouts, so we'll make sure everyone goes out of the garage. It looks like already Rasmus is the first one to leave by looks of it, followed by Nuno. And of course, who was that chasing out? I think that was actually Oscar. And of course Jamie, and of course Noah. So there's quite a few people. Neil Smell currently may be the last one to leave. He's just sitting out for a few minutes, probably just to avoid carnage into turn number 1. But it is going to be thereabouts, the all-important 10-minute qualifying session of the first one of the season. Let's see what is going to happen. But it is going to be thereabouts, so looking exactly what is going to happen, I think Neil Smell's now left. Yes, he has. He's left pit lane, so he's going to push that Lexus to its extreme. It's going to be a new car for him. I think Noah's just taking it steady, or is he had an issue? The Milky Way sponsored Genesis on the left. He's just trying to get the Genesis fired back up. He is running manual transmission, so that will be a very interesting one to see exactly what he's doing. I think he's just trying to get to grips with that Genesis after using the BMW M4 the latter half of the championship last season. Came in as a late replacement at, I believe it was Brands Hatch on the GP loop, but let's see what Rasmus Omra can do, the Dane. Obviously, you know, Rasmus is no stranger to winning events in Elder Sim history. He's also thereabouts within, you know, striking distance of racing, but going through the tight and twisty stuff now, over the rise, down the hill then to get into the braking zone for the last couple of turns. Now he's drifting a bit sideways, does not want to do that in the GTR. It might be a drift machine, but he does not want to do that. He's closely followed by Nuno George, who almost clips the wall on the way out. They're about to do their first flying laps. They're obviously going to be maybe 1 or 2 laps around here to get the times for the grid for race number 1. They have just obviously completed their installation laps just to try and get exactly how the circuit is. It's currently looking forward to seeing what is going to happen for the first race of the evening. Obviously Oscar new to the division. He's obviously getting used to that Mustang. Obviously he's going to try and push on. He is new to, as I say, he's new to the division, but hopefully he will push on. He's not seen the guys test this week, so it's going to be very difficult to see who's going to be out on top to get a very quick time around here with 7 minutes left in qualifying. Obviously, if you're new to the league or if you're new to Eldar Sim Racing, you know, we offer a variety of races. You know, you don't have to be really quick. You can be a rookie, and you can be, well, when I say a rookie, you can be a new racer, and we'll fit you in somewhere what will suit your driving. You know, you don't have to be as quick as top people, but you know, we cater for everyone's driving ability. At the moment, it looks like Rasmus and of course Nuno, they're battling in qualifying, even though, you know, this is exactly what we're going to see week in, week out. You know, qualifying is a key factor, especially with it 10 minutes of qualifying. But you know, to get the likes of the GTR and of course the Subaru Impreza, the WRX machine, straight out of the box, it's going to be thereabout. But you know, obviously Rasmus with that Castrol GTR trying to push on, he's going to be thereabouts. He is a force to be reckoned for. He's about to cross the line then. He's about to go and do a 202.9. Oscar goes fastest though with a 201.9, and then obviously Nuno with a 202.1 at the moment, I beg your pardon. Then Rasmus 202.9. Brian Moncani in the second of the GTRs, 203.2 at the moment. Brucey Collins then 202.109, puts himself up into second with the Genesis. So looks like we could have a first time pole position for Oscar, but still a long way to go at the moment. Noah in second then with 202.1807. So the Hyundai Genesises are proving to be a big match. Neil Smell with a 2012.222, which is still at the moment at the back of the field, I believe. Yes, it is. Nathan Rombomts with that Toyota GT86 206.3 at the moment. Jamie trying to get to grips with that BMW with a 203.4 at the moment, with Brian Moncani just ahead of him with 203.2 at the moment in that famous Brian Moncani racing colours. It seems to be a very interesting colour scheme. Rasmus, however, 5th fastest at the moment. You know, he's trying to push that GTR, but he's down on his time there. But he's only 16 tenths of a second down on his time. Still trying to catch up to Nuno for a bit of a tow to try and push on for a bit further up the grid. But this is exactly how things go. Obviously, you know, with the new regulations, the tyres are now on ×2 wear and the fuel's on ×3. So hopefully they shouldn't be in the need to pit for the races anytime this evening, but it is going to be 3 7-lap races, but it is going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly what happens. I think Rasmus decides to jump into pit lane as Nuno goes provisional pole position with a 201.792. So the Portuguese driver trying to push on, it seems to be there. Brian Moncani with a 202.195 at the moment, so he's 5th fastest at the moment. I think that's kind of matched a certain couple of people's times. Nathan Rombot's 204.9, Brucey Collins then with a 201.5, Noah with a 201.7. It's thereabouts, isn't it? So it looks like, you know, Oscar's dropped down to 4th at the moment, but hopefully he will push on for you get a good result with 3 minutes left in qualifying. You know, who knows exactly. Obviously Neil Smell 204 with 204.2, so that's put him 8th at the moment. So that's put Nathan Rumbout, so he gets that Toyota GT86 into the wall. It is a bit of a feisty car if you don't get it right, but hopefully he will push on. He's obviously making a few races this season, but Brucey Collins though at the moment with provisional pole position knocks Nuno back down to 3rd with a 201.562 at the moment. So Brucey Collins will want to make a good start to the championship campaign. I think that's exactly what he was hoping for as soon as the Hyundai Genesis was assigned to him. You know, he was like, he lost the Halford Yuasa paint scheme, but you know, to get the Hyundai Genesis, the famous car that he so desperately wanted to keep hold of, he's 1.2 seconds down at the moment, but just under 2 minutes left of qualifying left. It's going to be very close to see, but there's quite a lot of cars trying to battle throughout the traffic at the moment as Nuno goes out to the final turn. Then he's going to push on for what could be a very quick lap, but he's obviously down on his time there, 203.7 at the moment. It looks like at the moment there's a few cars that are going to push up. We'll see what Noah can do for his Milky Way inspired Hyundai Genesis. It is a very nice looking livery, I must admit. Excuse me, but it's going to be thereabouts, but looking exactly what's going to happen then. Noah's about to cross the line. He's actually gone a bit slower this time round, so it seems that the cars are just trying to obviously still get the heat into the brakes and tyres, but it seems that at the moment Brucey Collins with Neil Smell 203.5, that's still 8th place for him at the moment on the grid then, but looks like Brian Moncani as well as Brucey Collins. I think Brian realises, yeah, he's on an out lap, but he's not going to have enough time to get another lap in, unfortunately, because he's got 39 seconds thereabouts. But it looks like at the moment Brucey Collins will be on provisional pole position unless anything changes. But as I say, Alsace Village is a very difficult track. It can be a very difficult track to get right around here, but we'll see how well things go for the opening race of the championship. I think Brucey Collins now realises he could be on for the provisional pole position, but hopefully it won't hamper him too much. So qualifying now has finished, so the ones that are going to cross the line, I think the likes of Nuno trying to go up over the rides into the chicane, and it's going to be thereabouts. I'll tell you what, it is going to be very close to see exactly what he can do within Eldar Sim history. He's obviously going through the last half of the lap now. He's about to cross the line, goes second at the moment with a 201.6, so the crowd loved that lap time as he crossed the line. Noah's about to come through. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. Rasmus with a 202.